Fast, terrifying, potentially dangerous. Those are the words being used to describe the sudden closing of the city workhouse jail today. Union reps for those working inside the other city jail, the Justice Center, say wrong move. News 4's Jenna Ray is at the Justice Center on Tucker tonight. Jenna.
Sam, with these new additional inmates inside this facility behind me, they're nearing that 100% capacity mark. Now, I was out here earlier today, and these windows that you see above me, they were still boarded up from inmate uprisings that happened earlier this year. Now we're back here just a couple hours later, and those boarded up windows are now glass. Now, I did again talk to that union who protects the correctional workers that work inside this facility. They say there are still issues that pose potential risks to not only officers, but inmates as well.
I am worried about them being able to get home at the end of the day and go back to their families. My officers.
Jeff Hans is a union representative for every correctional officer inside the MSI and CJC.
With the two recent riots, it doesn't seem appropriate right now. We're rushed, trying to fulfill a campaign promise.
As of this morning, nearly 70 inmates were still at the MSI workhouse. Now they're in the CJC.
It's a terrifying situation that my officers are now facing.
Hans says he's also concerned now for inmates' safety, while the city says they closed MSI to enhance safety.
While we are currently meeting our timeline, we are developing contingency plans to make sure conditions are humane.
The city's public safety director ensured no overcrowding was taking place by merging the two facilities, in addition to having adequate staffing. However, when News 4 looked at the city's own data, moving those additional inmates today makes the capacity 100% full.
We're going to have space to house people who have committed violent acts in our city. And currently, we don't have that space when we're talking about only a 30% closure rate. It's alarming.
Not only is there potentially not room in the city jail, the union says they are and have been understaffed.
They testified Tuesday that, in fact, they will still be understaffed by about 30 officers, even with MSI staff going to CJC.
Now, the public safety director tells me today that they are adequately staffed inside this building. Allegedly on Tuesday, as you just heard, he said they were short about 30 correctional officers. Now, I also again talked to the president of the Board of Aldermen today. He says that combining the MSI and the CJC puts programs like the GED and other enrichment programs at risk of being taken away. We'll continue following this developing story as the merger continues. Live tonight in downtown, Jenna Ray, News 4.